Hello, morning. Hope we're all doing well. We'll just wait another minute for more people to come, but morning for whoever's here. If you haven't joined one of these meditation classes before, just make sure you have some pen, well, a pen and some paper. So we're going to do a bit of journaling, just kind of writing down our thoughts. Maybe a drink. I always have a tea because I love a tea in the morning, and somewhere comfortable to sit. So I like to sit on a cushion sometimes, so like a pillow, um, and cross-legged. But you could also sit with your legs out in front. Maybe they're open a little bit. Maybe you want your back leaning against something. Maybe you want to just stay in bed. Totally up to you. Whatever feels best for you today. Okay. Yeah, we'll wait 10 more seconds. Yeah, so the kind of structure of the class, if you haven't joined, is we do a little bit of breath work, which often includes a bit of massage, which we're going to do today because everyone seems to love the massage. We'll then do some written tasks, we'll meditate for a bit, and then we'll reflect at the end. Yeah, I think that'll do for now. Today we're going to focus on presence. So to be present is the kind of theme for this morning. And to start, we're going to do a little bit of massage of the hands. I usually switch between the face and the hands because they're the kind of, yeah, just because particularly this year, there's been a lot of being on our phones or being at computers, or even maybe you have to write a lot and our hands get very tense and cramped, and we don't often stretch those muscles back out so they can be more of use to us and they don't get so tense and sore. So let's work on them a bit this morning. We're going to take, this is going to be your less dominant hand, and we'll use the dominant hand to massage. So whatever that is for you, whether it's flipped or your dominant hand, less dominant, no, less dominant hand to do the massage. So we'll start with this big chunky area here under the thumb, and we'll use the other thumb to do some circles. So we're just going to circle that area here. This I can find for me, it gets really, really tight. And if you've done massage before or you have a lot of experience in massage, feel free to do what feels good for you. If not, you can just follow what I'm suggesting. So yeah, we're going to do some big circles on this thumb area. If you want to spin a bit longer on the outside, or maybe you want to spin more longer on the inside. If it feels good, you could hold it for a bit with some pressure and then continue the circles. Lovely. And then we'll let those circles get bigger and bigger until they take over the entire palm. Lovely. And then we'll go up the opposite side, so towards the pinky. So we'll go from the base up towards the pinky, back down. It can seem like a bit of a funny circle because it's more really long, tiny little curve, really long, tiny little curve. You can use your fingers on the other side to really work the back of the hand as well while you're doing that. Lovely. And then we're going to get the fingertips, and we're just going to pull from the top of the fingers into this crease here where the fingers bend. We're just going to pull down. You can even just go from here and pull down, whatever feels best. It'll be a bit easier to just go from here. So this area also gets really tight if your hands are often like this. It's really nice to kind of pull away from them. Nice. And we'll just give the front and the back a nice rub like you're washing your hands. And then we're going to pull the thumb and each finger, a little twizzle, pull, twizzle and pull. Nice. And then let's hold our hands in front of us and just notice whichever hand you massage, notice the sensational difference between the two. It could feel warmer, more stretched, it could feel slightly tingly. Okay, let's switch to the other side. So which other side you didn't do, with the opposite thumb, Gonna give the big thumb muscle some nice circles, bit of love today. And yeah, you can use the fingers on the other side. I use it more as like stability, but sometimes I give a bit of massage to the back as well. You can also change the direction of the circles if you want to kiss the old boy. And then let the circles get bigger and bigger and come into the palm. So you can spend some time in the palm before you move over, or you can go straight there, up to you. Then we'll go towards that pinky edge. So those long kind of funny circles with the small edges and the long edges. Nice. Okay. Then with the fingertips, either running down the length of the finger and pulling, or just pulling this bottom bit and down. Nice. And then washing that hand with the other hand. We've done a lot of hand washing and possibly hand moisturizing and definitely hand sanitizing this year. So the hands have had a lot. So it's nice to give them a bit of love back. Okay, we'll twizzle and pull. And I just shake them both out. Place them in front of you. Maybe close the eyes and notice how they feel. Then just place the back of the hands on the knees, or if your legs are in front of you, just along the legs. And try and keep your eyes shut. If you can't, maybe just lower the gaze if that's more available to you. And if you can, maybe just close the eyes down. And I invite you just to notice how you're feeling this morning. Are you feeling a bit tired? Maybe you're feeling raring and ready to go. Maybe you've been outside already. Maybe you're still in bed. That is totally okay. Just taking a moment to acknowledge how we're feeling and not to judge it too harshly. And then maybe notice how you're feeling physically. Do you have any injuries that are maybe kicking back in, or maybe your body's feeling a bit tight and tense from the cold? Or maybe your body's feeling great. There's no right or wrong here. And often in these classes, we do a body scan. If not every class, we do a body scan where we imagine we almost have lasers outside of our body to just almost like a checklist and go through each part to just see how they're feeling. And if you notice any tension along the way, just breathe into it and try and release it. So we massaged our hands this morning, and let's start there for our body scan. So find those warm palms that we've massaged, that have been given a little bit more attention than the rest of the body. Just notice how they're feeling this morning. Maybe they're feeling much better than they did when you first arrived. How about your wrists and your forearms? What about your elbows? And as you go along, maybe notice what parts of the skin is touching other parts of the body, or even clothing. How about the upper arm and the shoulder? Do you feel like your shoulders are hunched forward, or maybe they're hunched back or to one side? Let's just, while we're here, either sit back or sit forward to try and find a nice alignment with the head, over the spine, over the pelvis. So a nice straight spine, but without too much tension to try and hold it. With that, how is the head feeling? The skull, on the spine. The neck. How about the chest, and the ribs, and the belly? How are the hips doing? And the pelvis, can you feel it? Maybe it's rooted into the earth or a seat or even your bed. How are the legs doing? Maybe just notice what position you picked for them to be in. And throughout this class, you can change this as much as you like, trying to keep it to minimal movement. But if necessary, do move. I think with meditation, there's often this mindset of, I must sit still for 30 minutes, which I don't like to put that pressure on in this class. So if you need to move or you're feeling uncomfortable, please do. Moving down to the knees and the shins, and finally the feet and ankles. Great, and now we have a greater awareness of our entire body. Let's move that awareness more inward, more internally. Maybe just notice your breath at first. Is it shallow? Is it quite heavy? Maybe your breathing is quite staggered, or maybe even you have a cold this morning. Some blocked airways. Let's gradually, on each inhale and exhale, gradually make it deeper and deeper. Maybe inhaling through the nose to expand the belly, the ribs, and the chest, all the way up to the collarbones, and on the exhale, release it all. So on the inhale, expanding the belly, the ribs, and all the way up to the collarbones. On that exhale, just let everything go. Lovely. And on the next one, we're going to do, like I often say, the biggest inhale we've done all day, all week, all of 2020. Let's do that. I think this is my last meditation class on a Tuesday morning for 2020. So let's do the biggest inhale through our nose, and we're going to forcefully exhale through our mouth, really letting go whatever it is. If it comes out as a sigh, sigh. Inhale through the nose. Deepest you've done all year, and forcefully exhale. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale and exhale. Last one, the biggest one yet. Inhale. Hold it a bit at the top. And exhale. Blink the eyes open and come back to your space. Hello. Take a drink if you need a drink. And we're going to come and do some written tasks. So if you've got your pen and paper handy, that would be amazing. If you weren't here at the beginning, I just started the theme for the class. So we're going to talk about presence and being present. So for these written tasks, it's going to be the same theme. Often I'll offer a question and you just write whatever comes to mind. I'll always do it with you so you don't feel like I'm sitting here waiting for you to finish. I'll do it in real time with you. So the first one, with in mind the theme, I'm just going to offer the question, what does it mean to you to be present? What does it mean to you to be present? You can answer that with a word, a sentence, 3 pages, as much as you like. So what does it mean to you to be present? Okay, I'm just going to move on to the next one because we have a few to get through today. So if you feel like you haven't fully answered it, you can always come back or you can keep doing it while I'm reading out the next one. So question number 2. Why do you want to be present with your family? What is the hardest thing about being present with the people that you love? So that's kind of a two-parter. Why do you want to be present with your family? And what is the hardest thing about being present with the people that you love? So just like why would you want to be present with your family or the people that you love, people that are around you? And yeah, why what is hard about that or what can be hard about that? Whatever comes to mind. Okay. I am rushing through these, but I've just got lots to do. So question number 3. What parts of your life are most distracting? So often with presence, a struggle to be present is from distraction. And life can have so many distractions and things that take away our attention and our ability to be present in that moment. And it just takes awareness and thought to actively shift into being present. So I think it is good to acknowledge what parts are distracting in our life, because we might not fully register it until we write it down. It's definitely me. So, what parts of your life are most distracting? Okay, and we're just going to move on to the final one. It's nice and quickly. But again, as always, like I've said already, you can come back to these at any time. You have them now. You've already started. So, the final question of today. What events or activities are you easily present and engaged in? And which ones bring you back into your, yeah, which ones bring you back into your body here in the moment? So, what events or activities are you easily present and engaged in? So, what ones do you find really easy to be engaged and present and in the moment? And yeah, just what ones bring you back in your body, bring you back in the moment? And that could be anything, and that could be different for every single person. It could be as simple as before going to bed, doing your washing your face and taking a moment just to be in silence and touching your skin. That could be it. It could be making a cup of tea. I always use tea as an example because I'm obsessed. It could be anything, big or small. Okay. And when you're ready, just put your pen and paper to the side, come back to your comfortable seat position, wherever that is. Lovely. And last week, and I think the week before as well, we did a little bit of kind of chanting and saying that classic thing that everyone thinks of when they think of meditation. And I really find it really useful just to do it once just before I meditate. Really clears my mind, and I love connecting my voice to my body. So just really simply, you can place your hands on your knees, close your eyes if that feels okay to you. And we're just going to inhale once plainly, exhale once plainly, inhale again, and then we're just going to say all together for as long as you can hold it. And if that's not very long, that's fine. If you maybe just want to listen to me doing it, that's okay too. Or if you want to join, that's great. And so close your eyes down. Let's do one plain inhale, one plain exhale. Inhale to prepare. Just to settle the body while we're here, with our eyes shut. Maybe notice how you're feeling now. I always find chanting settles me more. It might not work for you, but it's good to try. And while we're sitting here, with our eyes shut and breathing, I invite you in your mind's eye, so just in your mind, to imagine a flame in front of you. Just a simple flame. Just to watch it in your mind and to be present with that flame. What does it look like? Maybe what color is it? can just take 1 or 2 steps back or zoom out from that flame to maybe notice what it is. Maybe it's a candle, maybe it's a campfire, maybe it's a fire pit or a bonfire. Whatever was the first one that came to your mind, stick with that. Stick with that flame and that fire. Maybe it's quite soft, or maybe it's quite strong. Just enjoy watching it flicker. What can you smell? Maybe it's wood. Maybe it is the flame. Maybe it's giving off a scent. And what can you hear? Maybe the crackle of the flame. Maybe the flicker. Maybe if it's in a fire pit or something, you could hear the wood shifting. And what can you feel? Maybe if you're at the beach, you can feel sand, or maybe you're on grass. Maybe you're sitting on a chair, on a table. Maybe you can feel the heat. Maybe you can feel it whenever it's closer to you and less when it's further away. And finally, what can you taste here in your mind's eye? I invite you to taste something good in your mouth. Maybe you've been burning marshmallows on your flame, or maybe you've had a really nice dinner over candlelight. Maybe you can taste some sort of charcoal barbecue flavor. Just to inhale and exhale all of these senses from your mind. This image in your mind of this fire. And on the next inhale, to imagine you're inhaling this amber glow, this beautiful amber color coming from the flame. Let it come inside and to let it go when you exhale. So to inhale that amber color, and to exhale and let it go. So inhale that color into your body and exhale, let it go. And on the next inhale, let it come in. And hold it before you exhale. And when you exhale, you're going to slowly blow out that flame. Keeping your eyes shut where you are. I'm just going to read a small quote. You can't skip chapters. That's not how life works. You have to read every line, meet every character. You won't enjoy all of it. Hell, some chapters will make you cry for weeks. You'll read things you don't want to read. You'll have moments when you don't want the pages to end, but you have to keep going. Stories keep the world revolving. Live yours. Don't miss out. Slowly, in your own time, blink your eyes open. Return to your space, to your present in your moment in time, here in your room, wherever you are, at 9:30 on a Tuesday morning. And just to end, if you want to come back to your pen and paper and just write down anything that comes to mind, maybe it's a word, maybe it's a sentence, whatever it might be. Sorry. Oh, my team. Maybe you want to write about what your flame was, or your fire, or where your mind took you. And while you're doing that, I just want to say thank you so much for coming, and please thank yourself for coming. It's great to do this for yourself. Yeah, I've got a few more classes on today. I'm teaching contemporary later at 6:30, and then I'm going to do a stretch, relaxation, meditation kind of workshop, a bit more movement in the evening at 7:30. Yeah, and both will be for 45 minutes. So hope to see some of you there. And if not, I'll see you for meditation in the new year. Ah, crazy. Yeah, thank you everyone. And please like the video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Maybe drop a comment, you can pop in the live chat, and I'll be here for the next few minutes if you have any feedback or anything you want to say. We wrap forever, for whenever you need to use it. Or want to come back to it. You can always come back to the written part as well if you want to take some more time with that. But yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks, Chloe and Yaz. Oh, bins are getting emptied now. Good timing. Oh, amazing. I'm glad that this helped you feel less anxious this morning. Thank you. Thanks. Oh yes, Jess, I'll see you tonight. Yeah, I got a good stretch class in mind for a tiny bit of massage as well because he doesn't love a massage. Thanks, Adam. Yeah, have a great day, everyone. Ah, lovely. I love seeing everyone pop up in the live chat. It's so nice. I think I often forget that there's other people because it's just me in my room. Yeah, I'm glad that the class helped, and yeah, it's great to do it for yourself as well whenever you need it. Yeah, the videos do get saved. They get saved, and all the links will be on the Studio K website. For the members website, there's like the previous live streamed classes. There's like a big document of all of them, and all the meditation ones are up there. And on the members Facebook page, I've put all the links so you can go back and then click on the link, and then the video's automatically saved, so it'll be there as well. Yeah, use them as you will, and there'll always be new ones as well. I think we have them from June, July. So there's been one every week since about 6 months. Wow, scary. Time flies. This year has gone so fast and slow at times. Yeah, so use them as much as you need. Okay, I think I'm going to end it there. But thanks, everyone. Okay. I'll see some of you later tonight, and if not, I'll see you in the new year. Bye. Bye.